I don't know why. How's this a blocked scene? I mean, I don't really care, so whatever. I'm good. Yeah, who cares? It's a podcast. It's not like I move the camera a lot, you know? I don't want to start the server over. It's annoying. Plus, if I start the game over, won't that end your broadcast? This is the intro. This is the intakes. It would be a big issue. You're talking. Yeah, oh, you're just dumb. Okay, good to know. Yeah. Clinical. It, it, it's not. Woo. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I had a 3-day weekend. Nice, nice. I've been hopping on that Minecraft train. Been playing a lot of Minecraft. A good mix of this world and the realm that we have going on right now. That I still got to get you in, Giuseppe. Um, but yeah, I actually played like for an hour and a half or so before hopping on here. In that realm with our friend Chris. And then, what else did I play? I feel like I played a bunch, but nothing at all. I think I did some Sackboy, played a little bit of Sackboy. Really still loving that game. A lot of fun. Really can't wait for the co-op so Genesis and I can jump in. And then I started up The Outer Worlds. I started that back up. I started that up on my next-gen system. The load times are still very prevalent, but they're much quicker. So I'm making way more progress in a way quicker amount of time. So it's been very nice. And just reminds me why I love that game so much. I just remember when that game came out and everybody was like, "Oh, the writing is so funny and the story's great and everything." The writing is really funny. The story is great so far. There's a lot of dialogue, but I'm having a blast. Just it's just annoying going from place to place because it's just loading screen after loading screen after loading screen. And on well, I'm not that like I'm kind of not used to them because I see them and I'm like, what are you doing here? What are you? Um, but like Sackboy has loading screens. They're only like 2 or 3 seconds, but they have them. So and it takes a second for Minecraft to load up. But yeah, no, it's weird sitting at like a 15-second loading screen, but it's much better than sitting at a 45-second loading screen than on PS4. So it's just there's still so many. I still have to go through 9 loading screens to do one mission when I really feel like that shouldn't be a thing. But whatever. But Giuseppe, what about you? Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. 18. Yep. 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 I can kick us off. I'll kick us off. We usually end with Genesis's rumors, so it's usually just between you and I, like who's going first. I'll go first. I don't know if everybody. What? I just wanted you to sit in that silence for a moment. Yes. Do you know who it is? Kessler from Infamous. Yeah, come on. Cole. Hello, Cole. Good times. So yeah, no, I had Minecraft points. I've had like 1,200 Minecraft points for about like 2 years. I don't know how. I just had them. Um, and it was like, hey, there's a pack for like 300 or 500 or whatever, and I was like, screw it, because I remember that whole last week, my whole kerfluffle about or kerfuffle about the whole I had that skin that Genesis hated. Um, so I made that in 20 minutes because I couldn't find my tuxedo skin. And then the next time I logged onto Minecraft, that skin I made was gone and the tuxedo skin was back. So I was like, okay, that was just 20 minutes of my life gone. So then I was like, all right, let me just look at the skins. I have money, like Minecraft money. Let me just buy one. And then I saw there was a PlayStation pack. Comes with Kratos and like the Last of Us characters from Last of Us One. It's basically Ratchet and Clank. It's like the icons of like late gen PS4. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna choose that. So I chose that, and I was cold for a few days, and then I saw Kessler, and I was like, well, a real fan would be Kessler, because you get it. Anyways, yeah, I like it. I might change it to Ellie or Joel, or I might change it up each week, but I think I'm gonna stick with Kessler as my main. But we shall see. But anyways, my topic for the week is did everybody see the internal document or any stories about the internal document that explained how activities became a cornerstone for the PlayStation 5? Genesis, did you see that document? Oh my god, you call yourself gamers, get out of here. No. This broke a few days ago. It might have been like a day ago or 2 days ago. But it broke. And are you both familiar with activities on PlayStation 5? Genesis, you might be. I don't know if Giuseppe is. Those are just cards in general, not the activity cards. So the activity cards are where if you watch the UI video, Giuseppe, I don't think you watched that UI video, did you? Okay, so there's a UI video, and Sid Schumann is playing Sackboy, and it tells him like, "Hey, if you do this mission, it'll take you 15 minutes." So you go to do the mission, and then he knows exactly how long it'll take. Also, it's used a lot in Astro, which I can't get enough of. I've talked highly of it. I've been thinking about going back to that because I got a kick. Yeah, it's real good. It's a good platformer. But the activities in Astro, you can literally, if you go to your Astro, like your hub, like in the activity, the cards for Astro, you see the activities, and you can literally from the home screen just jump into one level or one part of a level because it's broken down into such a way where certain PS5 games create these activity cards where if you don't have a lot of time to play, like you just want to get into the level that you want to play. So if I just want to play GPU Jungle real quick, I can open up the activities for Astro, see GPU Jungle, and just jump right in. It's like launching the game in that level immediately. And it's a neat idea. And it's still in like a not a beta phase, but it's interesting how it works because not every game is supporting it in the beginning here. Astro is the biggest one so far. Sackboy, it does it where you can, after you complete a level, you see like, hey, you jump to this level. This level might take you 20 minutes. If you're going for everything, it might take you 45. Like, it gives you an estimated time. And I remember some years ago where single player games were dying, according to some big wig CEOs. They were saying that they were wrong, but they were saying that they were dying. But according to Sony and their internal documentation, they found that single player games are the biggest thing. That's why their first parties invest mostly in single player games. Because every time they see like information, they see people hopping on for only like 20 minutes because they have lives. Like Sony has done this internal review of like these people have kids or families or jobs or other obligations and they only have a few minutes to spare here and there. What if we create these activity cards for like these small sections of gameplay? And I want to know the general thoughts you guys have on that. And I'm going to start with you, Genesis, but I'm going to ask you a question real quick. So you better be paying attention. Don't look away. You looked away. Thank you. Okay, Genesis. You sound so scared, like I'm quizzing you. Don't worry, that comes next week. Get excited. Uh, When you play games, do you ever just want to play for 20, 30 minutes? Okay, all right. I'm going to ask you the same question, Giuseppe. If you remember it, please just answer. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm somewhere in the middle of you two, where I get what Genesis is saying about like it's mostly with multiplayer games. Yeah. Sometimes I think about just starting up Ghost, playing one multiplayer, just one raid, not raid, one of the what are they called? Why am I forgetting the name of those? Well, yeah, well, they're called something. We're defending stuff. Why? I don't know. Oh, that was weird. Anyways, you think about that. Um, yeah. I just think about jumping in with single player games. I never think like, oh, I only want to spend like 20 minutes doing something. I only want to spend a half hour. But honestly, with PlayStation 5, I've been doing that with Sackboy because as much as I like Sackboy, it doesn't hold my attention for 2 hours. Like I jumped into Sackboy and I'm like, okay, I see the activity card and it's like, hey, do this level next. This is next in your thing. And I don't even know if it says the time. It just says it's next. And I click it and then it's like, put the game disc in. I'm like, ah, crap. So then I get up, put the game disc in. It launches right into the level and then I'm there. And then I play it and then I get out of that and I'm like, well, I'm already here. Let me do one more level. Well, I'm already here. Let me do one more. And I ended up doing like two or three. And those levels are pretty short, especially the way I play games. So I'm out in 40 minutes or so. And then I'm playing something else. So activity cards, I wouldn't think were for me because on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, 360 when I had one, GameCube, it would take so long to boot up a game that I couldn't even think of just starting, hell, even just starting like Horizon on PlayStation 4. To load up that world takes a minute and a half, and then to go and to fast travel to where you want to go, and then to do a mission. It's like, okay, where's this mission? If there's an activity card for Horizon mission, and I'm like, oh, I should probably go to sleep. I can stay up for a half hour. What do I want to play? I end up just not playing nothing, but still talk to you guys for a half hour. But now I can just start up an activity card, jump into a game, play for 20, 30 minutes, and be like, all right, well, this is what time I wanted to go to sleep at, so I'm getting off. So it's been really nice for me. But Giuseppe, I have a question for you. If is it loading times that are causing an issue? Is there any games where you're like, I would play that, but the time it takes to get into it, or is it more like you just want a few hour session with every game you play? Yeah, yeah. Okay, all right. Now Genesis, you said that like you could use these because you do have those microbursts of time, and then you're pulled into something else. Yeah, yeah. I think it's a great idea in practice, and it's helped a lot. Like I've already said, like I used it for Sackboy. Not a lot of games use it currently. We're still at the beginning of the generation, so not a lot of games will use it. Maybe in the next like year, it would be nice. My dream is Cyberpunk comes out, and it's like, hey, this game is huge. You want to do this mission? It's only going to take you 20 minutes, and that will pull me in. Like it's the activity cards I see are being as like a catalyst for me. Like, hey, you want to do this, but you don't know what you want to do. Look at all these side missions. Because in the game, it doesn't tell you like, hey, this side mission's going to take you 20 minutes. This side mission's going to take you an hour and a half. That was a common problem that people had with The Witcher 3. Or they're like, oh, I have to get off soon. I'll do one more mission, and then you start a mission and you're halfway through it and you're like, well, I got to get off. I got to get up for work. Then you get off, you get up for work, you work a whole day, you come back, you got 6 hours to play video games. You start it up and you're like, where am I? What am I doing? So that I could see totally working for me. And also the amount of trophy hunting that sounds so great. For when I first saw this thing, I immediately thought, oh, that's gonna blow away like everybody's like I don't, well, it's gonna create more trophy hunters. Because Giuseppe, as much as you complain about Vampire, if you only have to play that game for a half hour increments, you could just easily like if you were dedicated for trophies, You could easily just look at that and be like, okay, I could do this and this in 30 minutes. I'll jump in there, and then when I don't want to play anymore, I've done my work. And it would be nice if like the forest would update, because then it could say, hey, you're this close on the trophy, but if you have 15 minutes, you can play and another day will pass and you'll be that much closer to the trophy. I just want more statistics. But my question mainly about this topic, in some way, does this ruin video games and make them more mobile? Do we want video games to trend towards smaller activities, or is this only good? Hmm. Genesis, you have any thoughts on that? Yeah. Series X? Up to, yeah, the last three games you were playing. It does save states. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, you can pop out a disc, play another game, it saves it for the last three. So there's a rumor that since we have the what is it, the switcher, we have a button on our game hub called the switcher. It's just like an icon. You could switch to your most recently played games, and people think that Sony can like update through a patch. State like the same thing as the quick resume that Microsoft has. But that is the one advantage a lot of people were saying. A lot of like reviewers of like the next gen consoles were like, yeah, this is really nice. Like constantly having like three games just always be in there. Like that's great. My thing with that is a lot of the games I play are open world games, And where I quit is mostly where I load up, or really close to it. Like in the middle of a mission, because you can just kind of save and quit wherever. There's not a lot of games now that I play, except like maybe like an Uncharted, where I can't just quit in the middle of the level. But yeah, yeah, most games, yeah, most open world games like that. Yeah, but would that could decrease like the challenge of the game though? True. Hmm. Yeah, the activity cards. I believe Demon Souls. The activity cards they have are just the like the 180 help videos that some people were complaining about when those came out because it was like, why is it teaching people how to play the game? Like that's it's a Demon Souls. Like, get out of here. Um, yeah, I don't. It's just simple. You don't have to use it. It's also that's a PS Plus thing only. So like, yeah, the in-game help that is a feature that's added to Plus. So if you're looking for the monk's robe and Sackboy because you can't see the top half of your screen, then that's in the UI video. Um, That's true. You're right. Um, but let me play a pessimist here for a moment. What if developers, say Sony, they're looking at their statistics and they see people are only getting the trophies and really only playing the missions that last 20 minutes, and they start to change gaming? Would you be okay with that, or would you be like, it depends on the game? Ooh, no. Yes. I agree with that, and like I said, I don't think game developers will ever make games like that because game developers make the games they want to play most of the time. Um, like they're not gonna do that. But Genesis, the last thing I want to talk about is something that you do that you're gonna know immediately right away what I'm talking about. It has to do with open world games, and you do every side quest before the main mission. Where are you right now? Are you in the kitchen? Oh, you just cut out a little bit there for me. I don't know if he did for you, Giuseppe. All right. But anyways, so you play all the side missions and stuff and before you start the main mission. Now, for you, would you want to have activities only for side stuff and not for the main mission? So you could see exactly what you have to do before you can jump into that main mission? Mm. Yeah, Muspelheim. Yeah. Mhm. Giuseppe? They can be both. Yeah. No, it is. 100%. I played them and they are. You're correct. Hmm. It's a fine line, and we could probably talk about this for the next couple hours, honestly. But quick update on it is. Thank you. For quick update for Demon Souls, you can warp between worlds in the activity cards. So if you need to get from one world to another, you could quickly just warp. Even though I don't believe there's even a fast travel system in that game. Yeah, and then in Miles Morales, you could jump straight into a story mission or side quest instead of swinging from city to city or like swinging across the city. So you could basically just turn that into like a narrative focused single player game, jumping from mission to mission instead of having the open world, which is cool. And I would love that for an Assassin's Creed because running 800 meters to go talk to some other dude sucks. But Sony in their again, nope, we're not getting into that. Sony, on their internal doc, they have a quote here that I want to read, but I want to make one more comparison of this. I kind of consider it like Netflix when it says like what they suggest you watch next, and it's similar to that because with Sony's quote, they say we can change should I start playing to which part should I start playing. And that's what I used as my example for Sackboy. Like, I don't know which one to start playing because I have a few levels open. This one only takes 20 minutes. Let me jump in. I did it quicker. Let me jump into the next one. Let me jump into the next one. So I could see this really picking up and being something great. But my topic is over. And I want to talk about the price of games. What? That's crazy. Hmm. Same. I'm eating a Pop Tart. Same. Depends on the game, really. Hmm. I would. If I was stupid rich, yeah, if I was stupid rich, I could just be like, "Hey, I got this game." Then you guys could be like, "Hey, can I borrow that game?" I'd be like, "Yeah." No, hmm, I like that game. Yeah, it's pretty. Well, it was full price when it came out, so what? All right. What about just the next Uncharted game? You wouldn't pay $70 for it? You'd wait? Do you? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. That's fine. Do you buy collector's editions ever? Okay. Okay. So the last collector's edition I got was Last of Us 2, and I'm pretty sure Genesis. The last one you got was Ghost of Tsushima, right? Yeah. So we still actively buy collector's editions, and we're okay with the gaming price to going up. Like, I really think it depends on every game. I don't think it's a depends on the publisher. Like, sure, Sony first party games. If I look at the game like Days Gone, I wouldn't pay $70 for that. I didn't even pay 60. I paid 30. I There's a sweet spot. I did not. I would never. When I see a game, I usually know after the first trailer or the gameplay, I know if I like that game or not. I usually have an idea because I've played games for I don't even know 20 years of my life at this point. Like I kind of understand. And yes, yeah, I would. I do. Every time I see a game, I'm like, do I want that day one? Yes. No. Yes. No. Horizon, first time I saw that, I was like, day one. When I saw the new Assassin's Creed, I'm like, I like the, sorry, Genesis, calm down. Oh, I'm like, I like the city stuff, how you could build a town. And I was like, do I want that day one? The answer is still no, but will I be okay with paying a little bit more for it than I paid for the previous Assassin's Creed? The answer was yes. But then more information came out about that game, and now I don't even know if I want it, even though there are some cool things about it. I'm still teetering, but it will probably convince me one day to pick that game up for 30 with the season pass. Like if when it's on sale for 30 with the season pass, that's probably what I'm gonna get it for. Every other game, I usually have an idea. Bloodborne 2. Mm-hmm. Yeah. had them, I'd buy it. I'd buy God of War 2 for $100. Well, no, I'm getting the collector's edition, so I'll probably pay more. But just for the disc, I'll probably pay. I would, if it was just the disc, I would probably pay more than 100, honestly. So, oh, I should have got that. Yep, and I got that. I'm a whale both physically and in metaphor in this, I think, because I'll pay whatever for certain games. Like, I'm okay just throwing it out there. Yeah, Infamy. Oh, I don't even want to talk about how much I paid for that. Like, if I could, I would fund development. Like, yeah, yeah. That's something that I don't know. It's in some way shameful, because the corporations, they don't need it. Giuseppe's right with that. And is there a reason? Yeah, is there a reason every game should be $70? No. Was every game $60? No. Dreams was 40. Most. Most were, but but did everybody here buy every game day one, or did you wait even at 60? Like, for me, this changes almost nothing because I buy 3 or 4 games a year. Oh, I have to pay 30 or 40 more? Okay. For me, no, it doesn't. I don't. But I also don't buy like half completed microtransaction laden games. So I don't. That part of the argument, I don't like. I don't have an opinion on because I'm just not there for that. I paid full price for GTA 5 back on the PS3, $59.99, and then they gave me the PS4 copy for free. I think, right? Or did we have to pay for that? I didn't. Well, that's probably one of the reasons I don't own it. Pretty sure we ended up getting it for free because I think I own it on PS4, but I don't play it. But whatever. PS3 baby got that plat. Yeah, it's next year. It's coming out. We're interested. Uh-huh. So, the difference between that game and Ghost of Tsushima, though, is even if we don't play with you, you got a full experience in Ghost of Tsushima. Because that is first and foremost a single player game. Also, other people will be online. You don't necessarily need a team, but we will be there. I promise you, we will be there. We almost played last night. Oh, yeah. Black Flag. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I honestly, the game I can compare that multiplayer to is Minecraft. Because every so often I'm like, yeah, but I can do a couple rounds, a couple waves in Ghost right now, right? like I'm honestly ready to go at any moment. You got it now? We ready to go. We quitting. Show's over. Start. Let's go. Like, but I have a question for you, Giuseppe. We're getting kind of over, but it's okay. Genesis said we can go over for your topic. Um, what's the last game you bought day one? Okay. All right. That's actually not too far back. So you never really bought games at full price at 60. Oh, new new Metal Gear game comes out. You're not paying 70. You'll wait. Oh, well, that's assuming this. Well, you're probably right, but yeah, but if it's remade by Kojima, say he's somehow in a magical world. Also, Final Fantasy VII was a remake, and you paid full price for that. Well, it could. Hey, yeah, it's not the same stories. Oh yeah, no, 100%. Only Kojima worked on it. Nobody else. Question again for you though. What do you? I don't know if Jim Sterling mentioned this in his video. What do you think about the argument about like games are cheaper than ever because of inflation? Mm, actually, no. Yeah, I looked into it once. It was there were some startup kits were expensive, not like super expensive. I mean, anyways, keep going. Yeah. Okay. What? I mean, yeah, I agree with that. Do you have a serious answer? It's not out. Yeah, I'd spend $100 on Horizon. I'd spend $100 on God of War. I'd spend $100 on Spider-Man 2, probably. Yeah, hey, it's yeah. I'm glad they're not that. Don't get me wrong, but see now, are you saying $100 on these games because you've played them, or because of the hype before, or would you actually spend $100 before they came out? Because as much as I like Ghost, I don't think I would have paid $100 for that one. Ghost of Tsushima 2, $100. Retroactively, $100 for Ghost of Tsushima. I'm glad I didn't have to. But I also wish I bought the collector's edition, which was more than $100. So, and then I plan to buy the collector's edition of God of War 2 and Horizon. Probably not Spider Man. I'm not really into Spider Man collector stuff, but yeah. Half games? Yeah, there's plenty of games I would have. A Valhalla, like I said, if it came with the season pass at 30, yeah, 100%. Nope, 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 nope. What are they whispering? Yeah. I hope. I can't. I hope for everyone that's true. And at this point, we've heard so much about it, it has to be. But I hope it's just DLC for Death Stranding, just to piss people off. I just that would be. Oh man, I would live in ecstasy. Whoa, whoa. How does World War One or two relate to 1980? I don't even want to know. Oh yeah, yeah. You've confused me more. Well, he'll be a presenter. No, he's a presenter, not presenting the entire Game Awards. Yeah. He's gonna host. Hey guys, welcome to the Game Awards, guys. Mr. Tom Holland impression. 800 out of 815. That's what I'm ranking it. No, he's a present. Get out of here. If you think he's the host, you're a fool. You just said, is he the host? He's a presenter. I've already read the rumor. I think I think that's ridiculous and makes no sense. No, that's literally where you would want to show a movie. It's probably going to be a teaser. It's probably going to be a minute and a half or less. It'll probably be like the Uncharted theme. I'm not doing it because DMCA. I'm protecting you, Genesis. You're welcome. But it's probably going to be short. He'll probably be like, "Hey, I'm here to present for voice actor or something," and then he'll be like, "By the way, Uncharted movie's coming on. Stay tuned during the commercial break," or whatever the heck they say nowadays. Or it'll just pop up, and maybe it'll also unveil an Uncharted game, like a little tease from what Sony San Diego's doing. Probably not, but yeah, that's probably the best. That's probably the best place to put that. But I agree with Giuseppe. No matter what they show, it's not going to go over well. Yeah, no matter what they do, though. So you might as well, because video game movies. Well, that I mean, he could blow us away. You know. Does it sound like I'm being confident with what I'm saying? Because I feel like I am. No, it doesn't. No, you're right. That guy sucks. Mark Wahlberg, if you're watching, please turn it off. I'd rather have no viewers. So, shame. I'm quitting. Goodbye. We don't know. They're rumors. They're rumors. Yeah, those are not great choices. Quick question. As I asked you before this podcast, who is John Batista? Video game designer is not a position. All right, hold on, I'll find it. Lead gameplay animator. There you go. He's not needed. Yeah, he's not needed. He can leave. Also, it looks like it was for personal reasons. Yeah, if he was like the Halo game director, cough, 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 then I would be worried. But he's the lead and like animator, and he says he left for personal reasons, so he probably just had something personal go on in his life. So no. Quick question: would you pay 70 for it? You would? Oh God! Oh my God! Okay, I'm on Giuseppe sides now. I'm not a whale no more. I'm a minnow. I don't know about that. I don't think I'd pay 60 for Crash. The greatest thing about being a human being with choice, you never have to explain why you chose things. It's just you just look at it and you go, "Yeah, this is worth it," or "Nah." I just look at things and go, "Yeah, this is it." No, you would have the same opinions on other games, but a Spyro, yeah. See, because you're a bad gamer. You wanted to buy the new Crash at 60, so yeah. But then you're like, Then you said, "I'm just gonna wait for PS5." Did you buy it? Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. I have a reason. I just don't think it's worth it. That's my reason. I don't have to explain more than that. But a Spyro game, a new Spyro game, yeah, I could see that happening. Makes sense. Wampa? A lot of games nowadays tease a sequel, so I'm not surprised. Sly Cooper. Activision doesn't own Sly Cooper. Sony. Yeah, because they had the collection come out. Yeah, and that's how they were referenced. Yeah, yeah, that's is Activision Sonic. What? So people are saying this looks like something. It's got to be this. No, that's just dumb people. Yeah, or DLC racing. Oh, nice. Cool. Did that game sell as much as the Crash trilogy? I would assume not. Will it get a sequel? 50-50. Well, a couple things. Yeah, a couple things with Crash 2, um, TOO. It also came out like right before we jumped generations, so it probably didn't sell well also because of that. And I don't even know if it was on the NPD thing. Yeah. So it, cool. It's good to hope. Maybe one day, maybe in 20 years, they'll remaster all of them again. Can't wait. Remember, Giuseppe, you didn't know that Crash was as big as it was? Hey, some things just don't make sense to me either, so. Mm-hmm. 2 to 3 years? Have we seen anything of that game? VGAs? I I trust that. Also, Jeff Grubb is in the top 10 in the world for Astro runs currently. So he keeps popping up on my Twitter because he's racing Dan Reichert, who used to work at Game Informer, and they just keep beating each other's times, and they are in the top 10 of I think it's the world. So they're crazy. In the comics, has he ever gone to Tokyo? Okay, well there you go. There is a Spider-Man in Tokyo, right? Because that girl and her dad robot. I'm just going off into the Spider-Verse. Well, it, yeah, yeah. I would hate it. I would hate it. Spider-Man doesn't kill. No reason to have a sword. Getting back to the rumor, why did this rumor start? Some random guy just said. I'm gonna call this the BS rumor of the week because nothing about this was hinted at in any of the games. Not really a spoiler for Miles Morales, but again, why would that even be in there? Um, she's from Japan. What? In what did she say she was from Japan? Because I'm pretty sure she was raised in America. Are you just assuming? I need you to reconsider some things in your life. Oh. Yeah, I don't like this rumor. I mean, sure, maybe he does go to Japan for like a mission. I oh, we're moving on. Okay, cool. Like, I do not know which side is which, and by the quality of this image, I don't see a difference. Not a lot of whispering this week. That's why it was okay if we went over on yours. So. Okay, before we wrap this up, what are we doing next week? Yeah, what are we doing next week? Next week is the week of the game awards. We have to have a predictions, and then are we doing like a cast after the game awards, or like the next day, or are we waiting until the next week? Okay, so would I. I think that would be cool. So, um, so is all our topics next week just predictions? Because we don't want to rush that. I have a question though. Can I make a Game Awards quiz for next week? Okay, that's what we'll do then. We'll do the quiz and then we'll do our predictions. I don't know which order yet. I'm gonna make. It'll only be like 10 questions. It won't be 15 because I want it to be a little bit shorter. But I just wanted to make a quiz since we enjoyed that so much last time. But yeah, all right. Well, I don't have much else. McRib. McRib comes out the second in the United States. So guys, go get a McRib. Get excited. Genesis, none for you. So I'll be dead because of how many McRibs I ate. Bye, everybody. Yeah, good job. Good job, everybody. Good job.